this slide, I will briefly explain what is compound interest and annuity mean. So compound interest is interest that calculated only on the principal, but also on the interest that has been added before. This means the amount will grow faster because the interest keep earning more interest over time. In a simple way to understand is interest on interest, which is faster growth. An annuity refers to a series of equal payments made at regular interval, such as monthly or yearly. Annuity are usually used to calculate regular saving plan or loan payment. In short, annuity is fixed payment made regularly. That's it. So, for this question, Erin wishes to invest 40,000 ringgit in a bank, so she has two options, which are Bank A and Bank B. Our goal is to find out which bank gives a better financial return. So, given the information, the principal is 40,000 ringgit, which is equal to the interest amount invested. So the time period is 5 years, which is equal to the duration of investment. So we will calculate the future value, which is S for each bank. Bank A offers 3.5% interest compounded quarterly. So we have K equals 0.035, which is equal to the annual interest rate decimal. M equal to 4, because quarterly means 4 times a year. The periodic interest rate I is 7 over 800, which is equal to 0.00875. The number of compounding periods N is 20, which is equal to 5 years times 4. Using the formula S equal P multiplied by open bracket 1 plus I plus bracket to the power of n. S equals 40,000 times open bracket 1 plus 7 over 800 plus bracket to the power of 20, which is equal to 40,000 times 1.190333799. The future value from Bank A is 47,613 ringgit and 59 cents. Bank B offers 4% interest compounded monthly. So we have K equals 0.04, which is equal to the annual interest rate decimal. M equals 12, because it monthly means 12 times a year. The periodic interest rate I is 1 over 300, which is equal to 0.00332. The number of compounding periods N is 60, which is equal to 5 years times 12. So we use the same formula, which is S equal 40,000 times open bracket 1 plus 1 over 300 plus bracket to the power of 60, which is equal to 40,000 times 1.220996594. The future value from Bank B is 48,839 ringgit and 86 cents. So the conclusion is covering both of banks. Bank A returned 47,613 ringgit and 59 cents. Bank B returned 48,839 ringgit and 86 cents. Bank B give a higher return difference of 1,226 ringgit and 27 cents. Therefore, Erin should choose Bank B for it provide a better financial return.
Question 2. 9 years ago, I deposited RMX into a saving account at ABC Bank. The interest rate is 3% compounded quarterly for the first 5 years and 4.5% compounded every 2 months for the rest of the period. If the accumulated amount in the saving account at the end of 9 years is 10,000, find the value of X. In question 2, we want to find the amount of money I know originally deposited. We're going to use compounded interest. For the first 5 years, the formula we use is S1 equal P multiplied by open bracket 1 plus I close bracket raised to the power of n. S1 means the amount of money accumulated after the first 5 years. P means the principal, which is starting amount. I mean the interest rate for each compounding period. N means the number of compounding period. 1 plus I means the money grow by the interest rate each period. Raised to the power of n means we repeat that growth for n period. Since the interest rate is 3% per year and is compounded quarterly, the interest is divided into 4 periods each year. So the interest rate for each period is the annual rate divided by 4. The number of period is 5 years multiplied by 4 periods per year. So next, for the next 4 years, the amount after 5 years becomes the new principal. Now the interest rate is 4.5% per year, compounded every 2 months. Because a year has 12 months and compounding happens every 2 months, there are 6 compounding periods in a year. We again use the same formula. S2 equal S1 multiplied by S2 equal S1 multiplied by open bracket 1 plus I close bracket raised to the power of n. The final amount S2 is 10,000 ringgit. So we express S1 in word like S1 equals 10,000 ringgit divided by open bracket 1 plus I close bracket raised to the power of 24. After calculating, the value of S1 becomes 8,358 ringgit and 31 cents. Then we return to the first formula. S1 equals 1.16118142 multiplied by x. So we're gonna solve the x. X equals S1 divided by 1.1611844142. And the answer, I know originally deposited approximately 7,198 ringgit. Question 3. Rudy deposited 16,000 ringgit. After 3 years, the amount becomes 18,500 ringgit. The interest is compounded every 3 months. We must find the interest earned and the annual rate K%. So first, to find the total interest earned, we use interest equal final amount minus principal. So the interest earned is 18,500 ringgit minus 16,000 ringgit. This gives 2,500 ringgit of interest. To find the interest rate, we're going to use again the compound interest. S equal P multiplied by open bracket 1 plus I close bracket raised to the power of n. As mean the future value of compounding. P is the principal, I is the interest rate per compounding period, n is the number of compounding period, 1 plus I raised to the power of n means the money grows repeatedly over each compounding period. So since the interest is compounded every 3 months, there are 4 compounding periods in 1 year. Over 3 years, there are 12 periods. Final amount divided by principal equal open bracket 1 plus I close bracket raised to the power of 12. Then we're going to find I by taking the 12th root. The value of I becomes 0.0121 17984. Because I is the periodic rate and interest is compounded 4 times per year, the amount rate K percent is K equal 4 multiplied by I. The result in K being approximately 4.87%.
Good morning, so today I'm going to explain to how to find the monthly payment. So the first thing we need to do is we need to find the down payment. So look at the question, we need to list down what is the down payment, what is the price. So let's calculate them. So the down payment is 60% times with 180,000 and the answer will be 108,000. So with the total down payment, we need to minus with the price of the semi-detached house. So 850,000 minus with 108,000. So the answer will be 742,000. So the next thing we need to do is we need to find the A, K, M, T, R, N, and I. So just now calculate. Our A is the 742,000, K is 4.6, M is 12, T is 30 year, and R we still don't know, and N is 360. How do we find that? Because we need to 30 times with 12. And I is 23 divided with 6,000. How we find that? We need to divide the K and M. So using this formula, A equals R, bracket 1 minus, open bracket, 1 plus I, close bracket, power of negative N, and divide with I and close bracket. So it will be 742,000 equals to R, open bracket, 1 minus, and we open again the bracket, 1 plus 23 divided with 6,000, close bracket, power of negative of 360, and we divide with 23 divided with 6,000 and close bracket. And our answer will be 3,803.82. So the next question is need to calculate the interest charge. So we need to using this formula, I equals N, R minus with F. So it will be open bracket 360, close bracket, open again bracket, 3803.82, close bracket, minus with 742,000, and our answer will be 627375.20. So next question is, immediately after paying the 288 payment, he decided to settle the balance of the loan, find the balance. So the question is asked us to find the balance. So the first thing we need to do is we need to list the R, K, M, N, A, and I. So our R, we just take from the monthly payment. So the 3,800.82 is our R. So K is same also, 4.6%, M is 12, N is 288. But in this question, we need after paying the 288 payment. So we need to 30 times with 12, and then we minus with the 288. So it will be 72, and that is our new N. And we still don't know. And our I is 23 divided with 6,000. So using the same formula, A equals to R, open bracket, 1 minus, open bracket, 1 plus I, close bracket, power of negative N, divided with I, and close bracket. So it will be A equals to 3,803.82, open bracket, 1 minus, and open bracket, 1 plus 23 divided with 600, and close bracket, power of negative of 72, and divide with 23 divided with 6,000, and close bracket. So our answer will be RM238932.73. And that is our balance that we need to find.
So this part is ask us to calculate the arrears when 5 installments are missed. So I start by finding 1 plus the interest rate, then I raise it to the power of 6 because the arrears grow for 6 months. Next, I minus 1, divide by the interest rate, and I multiply by the installment amount. Then it gives 23,042 ringgit and 76 cents, which is the total arrears he must pay on the 6th payment. This question asks us to find how many months Chong needs to finish paying his loan. So I multiply the cash price by 0.85 to get the loan amount. Then I divide the annual interest by 12 to get the monthly rate. Next, I substitute into the annually formula. Then I multiply, divide, and isolate the term with the power negative n. I take natural log on both sides and calculate n. And then the final answer is 36 months, which is 3 years.